What we're going to start with is taking some surface area measurements of this wound. So first we're going to do the length. And if we go from one corner to the other, that would be 4.5. Then we measure the width of it using centimeters from one corner to the other, and I get 2.4. In order to do surface area, we multiply length times width, which would be 4.5 times 2.4, which gives us 10.8 centimeters squared. Now we're going to demonstrate shaving or paring of a wound. So here I have prepared my ham hock. Sorry, it's wanting to fall apart a little bit. So we're going to remove my top of my scalpel blade, and we're going to hold that between our third and fourth fingers, with fingers held right at the ridges on your scalpel blade. And we're going to come in and we're going to slightly angle in, and then just do a light paring. And this first cut wasn't the best, a little bit too deep, you can tell by me showing that tissue down low. So we're going to come back, we're going to try it again. And you can see I'm struggling a little with getting the hang. I got it. And as we saw back and forth, we got a nice one there. And as we continue to shave that callus, and the shaving should be almost transparent. We're going to remove that one that I just went too deep on. So that's what you don't want to do, is be able to show that viable tissue underneath. That's too deep. So we're going to go angle in a little bit, get a hold of it, and then using our wrist, get that callus. I have to admit, not as easy as you made it seem on your video, but practice will get me there. And you can see nice thin, with the exception of this one where I went too deep on that first cut. Nice and thin. You can see if I pulled this one up, how it's almost sheer in color. That shows I didn't take too much tissue off on that one.
I thought over here was head right there.
That was more of a sign. That wasn't really the best technique on that one. But it's that. You don't want to scrape. That was a little too deep. And then you can see we have the nice pink tissue with that main callus removed. Now we're going to demonstrate cross-hatching or scoring of an eschar wound. I dyed that on my ham hock in the green color. And the goal on this is not to go too deep to damage the underlying tissue. And we're going to use the number 15 scalpel for this. And this one's a little bit of a different fold in that we're going between the first web space with our fingers. And again, we're going to hold it right at that web space. And we're going to gently press down to score. And you can see that one was way too deep for my first cut. we shouldn't be able to see the white of the skin below. So we're going to try it again. And you can see that's a little bit better. You can see the light green. You can make that out that I didn't go all the way through down to that deep tissue. We don't want to use the tip. We want to use the round side of the blade. And again, you can kind of see the little cross hatches. They're nice and light green where you can see it, whereas the difference between my first cut that was way too deep. And we're trying to make nice, even lines across. Now we want to go the opposite direction. So I'm going to turn my hem hock to make it easier for me. I know with a patient that's not always the easiest. And we're going the other way. Sorry, having a little bit of a storm here in Tampa tonight. And if you can kind of see the nice cross hatch marks, you can kind of see that as I open them up, I have the nice green color of the dye down underneath in both directions. That shows that it opens that space up, except for my first cut again, like I said, where it was too deep.